Just really quickly, Tom, what do you make of the pullback in futures? Again, all three indices hit record highs. It's a very slight pullback, but what do you think the catalyst is for the pullback this morning?
Well, I think it's normal to expect some profit taking. I mean, we just made all-time highs, and it is the weekend. But to me, we know that since April 2025, any of these pullbacks have been really shallow. And next week we know that there's something very important to watch. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be hesitant, but we know that ultimately it's a good thing when the Fed cuts.
We have a lot of people in general that are concerned about over-concentration in the market. Ironically enough, we had a guest on earlier, Julia Herman from New York Life, that was saying that concentration was a good thing. But the valuation of this market's been a concern for a lot of people. But your word of the day is undervalued. What's undervalued right now?
Frank, I think Oracle surging 41% after they report earnings tells me that AI is an undervalued sector, because how else do you explain a stock that is as large as Oracle gaining as much as it is unless it shows investors are really underestimating the future growth of AI?
Just to be clear, what's undervalued? Are we talking about the chip sector? Are we talking about software? Are we talking about the hyperscalers? Are we talking about the Mag 7? Or is it everything in your mind?
Well, I wouldn't want to be too specific because, AI is still a 5 or 10 year story. And so I wouldn't want to be trying to drill this down into a really narrow set. I think AI as a theme is continually underestimated because I think a lot of people think this is money being spent without return. Oracle is showing you that there's a lot of future growth.
So with that in mind, Tom, your pick for us today is the IWM ETF, a small cap ETF. If AI is undervalued, why aren't you saying your pick for us today is a Palantir, an Oracle, a Vistra that helps power some of these data centers? Why are you going to the small caps?
Well, a couple of reasons. First of all, Frank, it's because exactly as I said, I wouldn't want to try to pick a slice of AI to talk about being undervalued. But if we think AI is undervalued, what's even more undervalued is small caps, because that's been held at bay because the Fed has not been cutting rates. Fed's been on hold all year. And for the first time since last year, the Fed is cutting in September. A September cut after a pause has only happened in 1998 and 2024. And both times were good periods for small cap stocks.
So a question to you, though. The same weakness in the economy and the job market that's leading the Fed to cut, doesn't that directly impact small caps?
Well, I think that we want to not be oversimplistic in thinking about this. Number one, what is the Fed going to try to accomplish by cutting, especially if they're worried about the employment market weakening? They want to get the ISM to actually go back above 50. They want corporates to start hiring. They want businesses to be confident. So this rate cut is not just a symbolic cutting of interest rates for mortgages. It is really an attempt by the Fed to get the economy to grow again, to actually increase the job market. That's really bullish for small caps.
불어날아